Welcome back to another installment of the Players to Watch series, where we'll be taking a look at 4 players to consider for your FPL team over the next 4 game weeks, between Game Week 5 and Game Week 8. With 2 goals in 2 starts this season, it's no surprise to see that Eden Hazard is one of the most transferred in midfielders ahead of Game Week 5, just behind teammate Pedro and Tottenham's Lucas Moura at present. Over the last 2 game weeks, the Belgium international has produced a tally of 6 attempted assists. Only David Silva and Salah, with 7, have managed more amongst midfielders. When compared with his Chelsea teammates, no player has produced more attempted assists than Hazard this season, while only Pedro has taken more than his 3 efforts on target. Maurizio Sarri's side have won all 4 of their opening games, scoring an impressive tally of 10 goals. Only Man City have scored more this season, with 11. In Game Week 5, they face a Cardiff side that are yet to find a win this season, having suffered a 3-2 defeat to Arsenal in their last outing. Chelsea also face West Ham and Southampton over the next 4 game weeks, 2 other teams that have struggled for points in the opening weeks. The Hammers sit bottom of the Premier League table, with 4 defeats from 4 games. In 3 appearances this season, between Game Week 2 and Game Week 4, David Silva has produced a league-high tally of 13 attempted assists, beating Salah's total of 11 over that period and Hazard's 9, so it's very surprising to see that he's yet to register an assist. His total of 6 efforts from inside the box during the same time frame also ranks highly amongst midfielders, beaten by only Ali with 7 and Salah with 9. The current Premier League champions have gone unbeaten in their opening 4 games, dropping points only to Wolves and scoring a league-high tally of 11 goals. 36 efforts on target by Man City is also a league best, beating Arsenal with 30 and Liverpool with 25. Game Week 5 will see them take on Fulham, who have won just 1 of their opening 4 games, conceding 9 times. Only Huddersfield and West Ham have conceded more goals this season, with 10. Games against Cardiff and Brighton over the following 2 game weeks also look enticing from a fantasy perspective, with the 2 sides having found just 1 win between them so far. With Alonso, Robertson and Mendy continuing to return FPL points on a consistent basis, there isn't much room for improvement amongst defenders. But with Liverpool's tough schedule over the next month, fantasy managers who are currently on a wildcard may be tempted to gamble on an alternative. Kieran Trippier has earned starts in each of the last 3 game weeks, delivering a goal, an assist and a clean sheet over that run. Between Game Week 2 and Game Week 4, no defender has produced more big chances than the Spurs right back, while only Robertson has managed more than Trippier's 7 attempted assists. The England defender has been boosted by a dominance over set pieces this season. He's taken more corners than any of the Spurs players so far, with 11 to Christian Eriksen's 8. Pochettino's side have won 3 of their opening 4 games, suffering a defeat to the informed Watford in their last outing. They've conceded just 4 goals this season. Only Watford, Chelsea and Man City with 3, and Liverpool with 1, have shipped fewer goals. Game Week 5 will see Spurs welcome Liverpool to Wembley, in what appears to be their toughest test over the next 4 game weeks. No Premier League side have scored fewer goals than Huddersfield and Brighton during the opening 4 game weeks. Callum Wilson has enjoyed a strong start to the campaign, having been directly involved in 5 goals over the opening 4 matches. A total of 7 big chances for the Bournemouth forward is more than any other Premier League player has had this season, beating Lukaku with 6 and Salah and Mitrovic with 5. 14 efforts from inside the box by the 26-year-old is also a league-high tally, beating Aguero and Lukaku with 13 and Salah and Mitrovic with 12. The defeat to Chelsea in Game Week 4 ended Bournemouth's unbeaten run across their first 3 matches, where they scored 6 goals, just 1 fewer than Liverpool managed during that period. Eddie Howe's side have a kind schedule for the next 4 game weeks, where they'll host Leicester and Crystal Palace, amongst away trips to Burnley and Watford. Burnley and Crystal Palace have lost each of their last 3 fixtures, conceding 9 and 6 goals respectively. Only Huddersfield and West Ham have shipped more goals than Sean Dyche's side this season, although their Europa League exit could see an improvement in their Premier League form.